Welcome to Winning Isn't Easy. I'm Nancy Cavey. I'm a national ERISA and individual disability attorney. Before we get started, I've got to give you a legal disclaimer. This podcast is not legal advice. The Florida Bar Association says I have to say it, so I said it. Nothing, however, will ever prevent me from giving you an easy-to-understand overview of the disability insurance world, the games that carriers play, and what you need to know to get the disability benefits you deserve. So off we go. Life insurance claims are a whole other ballpark in the disability claims world. And today I'm going to walk you through some of these claim stories and discuss how it might be relevant to you. The topics are going to include, can you sue a fiduciary who fails to properly enroll your spouse in an ERISA life plan? In other words, it's not going to be you, by the way, it'll be your estate. Number two, is speeding a crime that can result in a life insurance claim being denied? And three, can a life insurance company deny payment of benefits based on alleged contaminated blood alcohol testing? This is really exciting stuff. I find it fascinating. But we're going to take a break before we get started and dive in. Welcome back to Winning Isn't Easy. Is speeding a crime that can result in a life insurance claim being denied? Now, many accidental death life insurance policies have exclusions for deaths that are caused when the insured was killed because of committing a crime. That's pretty obvious. If you're killed while committing a robbery, you shouldn't be entitled to life insurance benefits. And that's a crime. But how about traffic offenses? Can a life insurance company deny a life insurance claim when the deceased policyholder was killed while committing a traffic offense like speeding or reckless driving? Great question. Where do we start to find the answer? Well, the analysis is going to start with the terms of the policy of the plan. What's the definition of a crime? And once we understand that, we need to also understand how it's applied. Now, there are many times that policies will say, we're not going to pay benefits if there's a crime being committed and the person dies, but they don't define the term crime. Now, isn't that crazy? Or they may not clearly define the term. So many times the court has to go to the dictionary. Yeah, the dictionary. The simplest definition of crime can be found in Black's Law Dictionary, Webster's Dictionary, or even the American Heritage Dictionary. So how is crime defined? Well, it's defined broadly to mean an illegal act for which someone can be punished by the government. That's pretty darn broad, isn't it? Now, in the case of Fulkerson versus UNUM, the Sixth Circuit was asked to determine if speeding more than 60 miles an hour above the speed limit and driving recklessly was a crime. Now, that's pretty darn fast, isn't it? After her son Daniel was killed in a car crash, his mother, Miss Fulkerson, filed a claim for accidental death benefits under her son's UNUM life insurance policy. UNUM said, heck no, we're sorry he's passed, but we aren't paying benefits because he was committing a crime. Now, she successfully convinced the federal district court that UNUM's interpretation of the crime exclusion was wrong, and they awarded the accidental death benefits. But UNUM said, oh no, not too soon. We're taking this to the Sixth Circuit. The court reversed and said, look, we agree with UNUM. Reckless driving is a willful and wanton disregard of the safety of persons and property. And that's generally illegal in most states. Now, Fulkerson said, wait a second. If you define crime that broadly, it could lead to unfair results. When an insurer invokes the crime exclusion for jaywalking, minor speeding, blue laws, or other seldomly enforced offenses. I am guilty of jaywalking. I'm sure you are too. So if I were to be killed in an accident, would my estate be entitled to benefits? I think that was a great point. But the court said, well, good argument, but not for today. We'll take it up on another day. It's not relevant to the question of whether reckless driving falls within the UNUM policy exclusion. So the Sixth Circuit reversed the district court's decision and ruled in favor of UNUM, denying the benefits. I guess the bottom line is, drive pursuant to the speed limit. Let's take a break.